everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mysteries of Westgate. Last episode, we managed to make our way onto that boat that we needed to get onto. And on board, we happened to find, of all things, a vampire with a message. Curious that a vampire would happen to be transported by the night mass. Very curious. On our way back, we also got stopped a couple times. First, by representatives of Tyr looking for Charissa, who wanted her to deal with a bunch of slavers. Oh, I am definitely going to help with taking them out. And then, Renara stopped us and told us that she wanted to get a stash that she had hidden away. Well, the stash is here in the Arena District, so let's go start with that. Alright, here we are. Are you ready to go in? I am ready. Good. This is a job for two, meaning just you and me. With just the two of us, we'll be able to get in and out faster. Very well. I dislike the idea of entering a family tomb anyway. When you're done with this little escapade, you can find me at the Black Eye Tavern. Alright, Alueth, here we go. Noted. Let's go.
I couldn't do that if you offered me all the gold in Westgate. It's impossible.
You had the key. Why are... Let's see. Fresh mummy wrappings and an empty bottle. Crafting items. I don't think we need those. Interesting as they would be to have. You. It is your fault that all my work has been undone. Really? Is that you? Silence! I'll hear no more of your poisonous words. Lily would have been my crowning achievement, my masterwork, but now she wilts under the pressure of time and nature, just like the rest. How would you like to lie in this tomb for all eternity with no protection from the worms? Well, we'll just have to find out how you like it. Come forth, Igor and Magdalene. Come forth and destroy she who ensures that your physical bonds dissolve with your flesh. Oh dear, mummies! I did not expect this. You don't seem to be able to do much damage to them. And Magdalene. Good thing I can do the damage. You know, this would be a great place to have a cleric. You know, like Charissa. There we go. Maybe I should have told you the whole story about my friend, Greeley. Yeah, you think? The Vamos family employed Greeley to preserve the corpses in the mausoleum, never suspecting he was using the bodies for his own experiments in mummification. Naturally, the family didn't pay him enough to finance his work. The obsessed fool had to borrow a lot of gold from the Night Mass to buy the components he needed. When it came time for Greeley to pay off his debt, I held some of his possessions as collateral while he collected the coin. Among those possessions was the key to this mausoleum. I made a copy of it so I could get back in whenever I wanted. Greeley was none the wiser. That is, until I led a group of Night Mass into the tomb and looted it. It was quite a scandal in Westgate. The City Watch had to find someone to hang for it, and naturally they honed in on the obvious suspect. Greeley. Say nothing. The handy thing is that no one ever suspected the existence of a second key. And of course none of the criminals in town thought about robbing the mausoleum because it had already been plumbed. It was like having my own fortified vault. Of course I didn't count on Greeley coming back to haunt this place. That could present a challenge. If we can keep to the shadows, maybe we can sneak our way to the main burial chamber where the loot is. Otherwise we may have to deal with Greeley again. Wonderful. Wonderful choice. Well, we're going to clear this place out. You cannot hide from me any more than my sweet Lily can hide from the ravages of time. If my work cannot live forever, let it serve one final purpose. Destroying you! Not again. Greeley, I'm sorry for what happened, but... Come forth, Medi, Reverian, and Carby. Come forth and destroy the one who turns your youthful faces into hollow husks. Great. You know what, Renara? How about you back up and bring out your bow? I think that'll help. Revarin, Medi, and little Carby Viarmos. You know what? Actually, I'll take the power attack mode here. Yeah, and your arrows will actually do something. It's really not much, but it's something at least. Oh, bloody hell, it's a mummy child! Okay. That's them dealt with. Those look like traps. So what's the other route here? Oh, a sarcophagus. Inside the sarcophagus lies the body of a young girl wrapped in the same fashion as all the other corpses in the mausoleum. While the corpse was once lovingly cared for, it is now showing signs of neglect. The wrappings have yellowed over time, and a faint smell of decay lingers in the air. Leave. That must be Lily. I don't think we can do anything. Wait a second, I wonder... The mummy wrappings in this basket. If we use these, I wonder if this will help. Replace the old wrappings with the fresh material you found. You gently unwrap the child corpse, momentarily glimpsing her extraordinarily beautiful face before applying the fresh wrappings. Maybe that'll help. Alright. Here, I can see the patterns there. Those may be trapped.
I think I deserve an extra share of the loot for this.
Extra share of the loot? This is your loot! Okay, nothing. We hear your hearts pounding, just as we hear your footsteps echoing in this crypt. Your living flesh taunts those who are doomed to rot. Most of all, it taunts me and my sweet Lily, who was destined to live in beauty forever. You will taunt them no longer. Rise, Varlin Vamos, elder of the Vamos bloodline. Rise and destroy she who has doomed your family to be eaten by worms. Zombie Lord and Grandfather Varmin Vamos. Well, we can get the Zombie Lord dead at least. Oh no, he summoned... There's another one, too. And I'm dazed. That's not good. Back up a bit.
By my direction, attack!
I probably, almost certainly, should have saved. Can you at least drink a potion? Yes, you can. Oh good, you're no longer dazed. Do kill this thing. In fact, do the power attack mode. I think that'll help here. Alright, let's get the other zombie lord dead. Re-dead. Or at least doing some damage to the grandfather there. Almost got this zombie lord. There, now for the grandfather. Lay hands on yourself. That was actually kind of pathetic. Fine, drink another cure critical wounds potion, please. Thank you. Now get back on slaying the grandfather. Alright, let's move on. Oh wait, can we rest? We're in the main chamber. Preservation fluid. That seems important. Alright, let's go into this chamber.
We made it. Everything looks just as I left it. If anyone entered the tomb since I left, Greeley's ghost probably scared them off before they got this far.
So where's the loot?
Patience. The loot should be right here where I left it. In a chest.
That's a chest. Renara cuts open the chest of a moldering Oh! Revealing a large amount of gold hidden inside its hollowed-out body. Really? The chest of a corpse?
Done. Here's your payment, as promised. The coins are a little moldy, but I'm sure no merchant in Westgate will turn them down.
Renara! Wow!
Now, let's get out of here before another dead person attacks us.
Well, we leveled up. Before we do, Preservation Fluid B. This bottle of fluid emits a strong chemical odor when opened. Label on the outside reads Preservation Fluid B. Well, I know we'll be bringing this, and we did level up at least. I'm going to use this on the body here. While the corpse's appearance is improved, the putrescent odor remains to serve as a constant reminder of its ongoing decomposition. Douse the fresh wrappings with the preservation fluid. The fluid soaks into the fresh wrappings, immediately displacing the stench of decay with its harsh chemical aroma. After a few moments, even the fluid scent begins to fade away, suggesting that the corpse will soon smell as fresh as ever. Yes, my sweet Lily is once again safe from the horrors of time. Like a dried flower pressed in a book, her beauty endures. Perhaps I should rest now. I'm very tired, and my Lily will have need of me again in the future. Goodbye, sweet flower. There we go. We did right for you. I hope you approve. Now, let us indeed get out of here. We'll get our companions back and then go through the level-up process. Then we can work on the other thing we need to do. Oh, great. So, it's true. The Lady of Shivs is back in town. I don't know who you are or what you're doing here, Half-Orc, but you'd better get out of our way. Don't insult me, Renara. You think I'm going to fall for that pathetic disguise of yours? We worked together for 2 years! Fine, Viglor, it's me. So what are you doing here? Don't play dumb, Shivs. You know exactly what I want. That's why you've gone to such lengths to hide it from me. I've been waiting a long time for this. Oh yes, I got quite a tickle in my belly when I heard Fulgrim Bonebreaker was cut down in the street by a half-elf woman swinging 2 magical blades. Very careless work, Shivs. Still, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't gotten word of your arrival from other sources. I thought the rumor likely enough that I prepared for this confrontation. I see you've brought some reinforcements. What's the matter? Too scared to face me and Alueth in an even fight? I knew you would say something like that, Shivs. I heard you use the same old tactics so many times I've forgotten how or why they're supposed to work. I wonder if your new partner, Alueth, was it, knows you like I do. What do you say, Alueth? Do you know what sort of vicious murderer you're partnered up with? I have no illusions about what she is, if that's what you mean. Ha! Did you hear that, Renara? Sounds like your new partner doesn't think much of you. I guess I've opened up a sore spot in your relationship. Shut your ugly maw, Viglor. You're just trying to drive a wedge between us because you think it will give you some advantage. You're no fun anymore, Shivs. I thought you might appreciate a little back and forth. But if you want to dispense with the small talk, I'll be blunt. Hand over the loot. Now. Don't do it, Renara. We can take him. Even if I did hand over the gold, he would just try to kill us anyway. This is just another game of his, to see if I will give in. Not just a game, Renara. I prefer to have you hand over the gold before I kill you. That way none of it spills when your lifeless body hits the ground. But if you're not going to cooperate, I guess I'll just plan on spending the rest of the night looking for coins in the grass. Suppose there are for worse fates. Yours, for instance. Goodbye, shivs. This time you're going away for good. Yeah, you put those in.
By my direction, attack!
Yeah, good. You're wielding both. Okay, I was poisoned. Well, Viglory's taking some damage at least. Yeah, let's finish off this thug. And we work on Viglor. Taunted. Okay, now for Viglor. And he's down.
I'd hoped Viglor had gotten himself killed after I left Westgate. Violent thugs like him never last long. Of course, he's smarter than most, not to mention persistent. You probably enjoyed watching my past come back to bite me. Still, you backed me up, and that's what really counts. I know the job turned out to be a little more difficult than I led you to believe it would be. I'll probably regret this, but here's some more gold for your trouble. Just put it away before I come to my senses, huh? Now, let's get out of here.
Thank you, Renara.
Don't get all grateful on me or I'll end up regretting it. In fact, I'm already starting to regret it. Let's just drop the subject. Now let's get going. Really.
Sure, right as soon as I loot the bodies. 50 gold pieces, fire again some gold, leather armor and a healer's kit, and Viglor had... Ooh, this looks interesting. Let's see. Bracers of Bruising. The Bracers of Bruising were commissioned by leaders of the Night Mass to promote cruelty and ruthlessness in the criminal organization's street-level operatives. The Bracers have circulated among the most thuggish members of the gang for years, never remaining in the hands of one owner for long. While the Bracers are not cursed in the literal sense of the word, acquiring them has always been something of a mixed blessing. While they increase the wearer's power, they also tend to make their owner a target for other criminals covetous of the Bracers' power. Not to mention the status they afford one as Westgate's biggest thug. +3 strength and +3 intimidate. Better than what we got. And we have Angervadal, Flame Tongue. Blades of this type hail from the workshop of Rhaegic Hammerhold, a Rashomar smith who refused to reveal the secrets of his craft to any but his chosen apprentice. It is unknown how many Angervadal blades may exist, but it is certain there are no more being produced. Rhaegic discovered his student dealing with the Red Wizards of Thay and is believed to have died in the ensuing battle. Better than the sword I have. Oh, I will definitely be taking this. +1 healer's kit. Yeah, we can put that in here with the other one. Not that we really need it, but... Alright, and the Gauntlets of Ogre Power, I'm going to give that to a companion of mine. I don't need the Blottovass trap kit. But I am happy. Now, let's get going to the inn so that we can get our companions back and level up. And give these gauntlets to who I want to give them to. Oh, Fire Sword. That would have helped greatly going up against those mummies, now that I think of it. Alright. To the Black Eye Tavern, where we can get our companions back. Yes, I know we leveled up. Right, take our companions back. Now we have our party here, and fully leveled up. Now we go back in here for a second, and now we can do the actual level up process. Actually, first, Renara, anything to say?
Hello, friend.
I can't stop thinking about that woman. That thing on the ship. Over the past few nights, I've had nightmares about my old friends in the Night Mass coming to throttle me in my sleep. After seeing what might have become of me, those seem like sweet dreams. Did you know the Night Mass associated with vampires? If I did, I probably would never have come back to Westgate. I didn't mind risking my neck against my old friends in the Night Mass, but this I didn't bargain for. If I'd known bloodsuckers would be involved, I would have kept my neck as far away as possible. There were new bosses taking over the Night Mass when I left. I guess things are a lot different now. Alright, that's it. I wonder if the others know anything, Manteeds. The Night Mass are associating with vampires now. I put a number of those bloodsuckers to the sword back when I was with the church, but that was in old ruins and abandoned tombs, not on Westgate's own doorstep. What's happening in the city? You're looking grimmer than usual, Manteeds. After what we've learned about vampires and the Night Masks, can you blame me? If those foul creatures truly are entwined in the organization, Westgate is in greater danger than I imagined. I only wish Tasheni was by my side now. She hated undead even more fervently than I. During our adventures, she destroyed no small number of the creatures with arrows to their blackened hearts. If we come across any more, my sword shall strive to do the same. Your questioning does little to lift my spirits, but I can see it's either suffering low spirits in your company or drowning myself in them without. Alright. Tell me more about Sword Lane. Okay, I think we've already gone through this. You attempted to reclaim? I've thought about starting again, but how? What I did can never be forgiven, Alueth. The Night Mass at Sword Lane were young and yet to be sullied by evil deeds. I think we've already gone through them. What did they do to you? Nothing. Okay. Well, Sharisa, when do you think we'll get another chance to destroy some greater undead? I've been so invigorated since that battle on the ship. At last we're doing something useful. I've noticed your sense of justice is a bit different from other Tyrans. Oh no, not this again. Let me guess. You're implying, not very subtly, that I see the world too much in black and white and not enough in shades of grey. Many of the fools in Waterdeep said the same thing, and there's a reason they're ineffective sots. Are there never any shades of grey, as you put it? Listen, I give criminals all the justice they deserve, neither a sliver less nor a sliver more. What continually amazes me is how little sympathy for so many people have for the poor souls these vermin prey upon. Take Ripper over there. For whatever reason, you've chosen to drag her along, and I guess she's useful, if you can put from your mind the harm she does others. Did you just call me Ripper? It's got a nice ring to it, doesn't it? Yes, and so does the phrase self-righteous bit whatever. Isn't there a pocket you need to pick somewhere? Anyway, Alueth, there are still plenty in the church who prevaricate, seek popularity, and in the end do nothing. I, on the other hand, have chosen to make a difference, and so I do not have the luxury to be as weak as others are. What was that look for? Paranoid, D-Man? D-Man? Yeah, D is in doubt. Big D is in big doubt. Somehow fitting. Listen, you self-righteous twit, if you don't... Quick, D-Man, your cup's been robbed of its ale. Why don't you go save it, hero? That's about your level these days, isn't it? You don't care much for our company, do you? It's not a question of that. No, it's a question of trust and faith. Faith that others will make the right decision, and trust that they will stand with me against the darkness when the time comes. And the time is coming. You can be sure of that. I neither trust nor have faith in our friends, though they're friendly enough, I suppose. I wonder if I can have faith in you. Yes, you can. I guess we shall have to wait and see. So is there something else you needed? You seem a bit preoccupied recently. Do I? I hadn't noticed. Isn't there something else other than my mental state that should occupy your time? The readiness of this group to confront danger is important, so if there's something on your mind, I'm willing to listen. If I'm preoccupied with anything, it's at our lack of progress in infiltrating the Night Masks. That is what should consume you. Listen to me. Sorry, look, sorry for snapping at you right then. You're right, I am consumed by many thoughts. But these things are all questions I can answer only from within. For now, there are larger issues, no? I've noticed you're pretty tough on Manteeds. His weakness is pathetic. I'm embarrassed for him and trying to toughen him up. That's all. You should thank me. Regardless, I would appreciate it if you would show more respect to the members of the group. You're the boss. For now. Alright, thank you. Now let's get the actual levels done. First, Divine Champion. We're going to level 5. Now yes, I know, Divine Champion will have 6th, 8th, and 10th levels bonuses. But... okay, Sacred Defense also gets bonuses to saves at 6th, 8th, and 10th. But 5 is where we get Divine Wrath and is the only one I want to do. Once per day, the Divine Champion is capable of channeling the awesome fury of his patron deity, granting him considerable bonuses in combat. He gains damage reduction 5 and a +3 sacred bonus on attack rolls, weapon damage, and saving throws. Divine lasts for 1 round per point of charisma bonus which Divine Champion has, which I don't think we have much. We only have 1. It's not going to be much. Point in strength. And can't put in diplomacy. Point in intimidate. Point in lore. And I'll leave it at that. Yeah, we're getting our Divine Wrath. And we're getting another. What are we going with? Improved power attack? Might not be terrible. Leadership is pointless. Toughness actually would probably be pretty good. Extra smiting? Actually, that would be good, because we'd have Smite Infidel and we'd be able to use it more often. You know what? I'll take it. Extra smiting. Boom. I like that. Where is it? Where is it? Sacred Defense. Wait, no. Divine Wrath. There it is. You can use it once a day. Yay. Alright,
if you
next.
Need something looted, I'm your woman.
Renara, Rogue. Standard. You know what? Boost your intelligence, why don't you? Standard skill boosts. Feat. Alertness. Interesting idea. I think instead we'll go with improved 2-weapon fighting. Boom. I like that. Next, Mantides. Fighter. Strength bonus. Standard improvement there. Greater weapon specialization greatsword. Seems a good idea. And we get another feat. Let's see. You're recommending... No, I'm not taking a longsword weapon focus. You do not have improved critical, so grab that. And finally, Sharissa. Cleric. Standard wisdom bonus. Standard bonus there. And you're getting Divine Resistance? Might not be a bad idea, actually. Yeah. You imbue yourself and your allies with resistance to cold, electricity, and fire. Yeah, actually pretty good. Divine Shield is, bonus to armor class. That would also... Oh, no, it's only undead. No, Divine Resistance. Definitely the good choice. Alright, and now, since you have more spell slots, level 5... You've got Righteous Might. That's good on you. Battletide? Let's put another Flame Strike in. And level 6, Chain Lightning. I like that idea. Alright, and now we will all rest, please. Regain all our spells and everything. Be fully buffed up. And we also want to give the Gauntlets of Ogre power.
My steel shall lead the way.
You've got lesser gauntlets, so you take the regular gauntlets. You can take these, which will help out a bit. And the rest of this will all be sold when we find someone we can sell this loot to. But, first, we have a different task to handle. And that is Sharisa's task. Where do we need to go here? Ah, Thayan Compound. There it is. Alright, we'll make our way over there, and then I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, because it has gone on, well, quite frankly, long enough. I think that went well, and I am very interested in what the result will be at the Thayan Compound. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Chester44, that is Alueth Naraken, blanking on the name. Renara, Mantids, and Sharisa Mernos. This has been a Let's Play of Neverwinter Nights 2, Mysteries of Westgate. I shall see